Was
100% to 0.
How angry are the chat staying?
A lot. A lot angry. Very angry.
They are a lot angry.
A lot angry.
And we are good speak.
Good. I was about to say, we are good English.
We're good England.
Oh, this is the English broadcast, luckily enough. We can speak at least a little bit of it, and that's all bringing you this game. It is going to be Lijiang Tao, obviously the first map. Jump onto Night Market. Already, you can see a little bit of 3-3 from Angry Titans, and Bazooka Puppiez doing the same.
It's going to be a clash in the middle here, and Only God's already got himself a tasty amount of energy. Colsty's gone down. That means that he will be able to farm as he likes moving forward.
Look at Only God, 40% charge, by the way. He just walks towards the Diva, and it's a pretty easy and fair game for him. They've subbed in Holt this time around onto their roster. I haven't seen all too much of Hawk, and you can see Elevate already, and Lolstich just pushing their way forward. Only Goal is at 100% charge, and almost at that ultimate as well.
Well, I'm very happy to see Obling here on the Zarya. I think Zarya was his best hero over last week. He really managed to have some good synergy with Colsty. I think Colsty's probably making some good calls on that senior off-tank position, but look at Lolstich. He's so aggressive, he's charged in already.
Oh, that was a bad position for him to be in, but completely unpunished as Hawk just tries to get in there, but the problem is you've only got to chew through, mate. And your Merrick's going to go down a lot quicker because you've got 100% charge to deal with as well. Only God, he's got that ultimate already. Hawk's going to go down. Obling, though, 90% on his, so not all bad for the Puppies.
Colsty's going to Scarper back to spawn, but not many ults online just yet. Obling's leading the way towards that Graviton Surge. Colsty's not been able to swing that much thus far, and he potentially needs a little bit more protection. But, okay, Only God's already brought out the Graviton Surge.
Well, there's the grab. They had to bring it out first. Ulshis finds 3 kills. Zelivo sends the mech in as well to make it a 4th. In fact, a team kill will be the reward for Angry Titans. It did invest 2 ults there, but hey, look what they got left. They've got the Coalescence. They've even got Rally for the second time, and Lolstich just coming in back with that shadow.
Can gather everyone up, give them a little bit of armor, of course. That's going to be most potent for Only God, for it will stack under the shield to mean that all of that shield HP does have the armor mitigation, full 200 HP. Lolstich ready to lay down the hammer at a moment's notice, and Obling can potentially waylay the Angry Titans here with that Graviton Surge. He's looking for an in.
2 rallies there, and a big shadow from Lolstich. He's going to move himself forward, a massive pin onto Colsty at Northern Harmony, but he's just going to be killed anyway. Not too much that Zenyatta can do, not against a charging Reinhardt. 70% now and counting for Angry Titans. They just cleaned the last couple of members up. Diva looking like to go get some tasty treats in that noodle bar and that snack bar, but isn't going to find all too much and actually gets herself killed in the end. Big stagger onto Hawks, and now 20% remain for Angry Titans to win.
May have been looking for some tasty treats, but unfortunately that little Diva was the only snack on the menu, and Only God gobbled her up to get that Graviton Surge ready to go, and he can use this to deny Bazooka Puppiez any entrance to the point as it starts to tick up towards 100%.
Well, there's the beat to make them more hardy as they come in. Colsty is moving forward rather quickly. It has to touch, remember, they are on 98%. Someone please get on the point. Bazooka Puppiez are finally going to make it. Only God there, still waiting with the ultimate for those overshields to go down. Insomniac's going to make his way on there. He's going to dodge out of the Graviton Surge, but the rest of his team not quite so lucky. Mouse ends up going down, but a big shadow coming through from Bazooka Puppiez. They've actually managed to cap the point here. Locking everybody in place just enables them to get the cap, but the problem is the re-entry from Angry Titans was way too strong. Only God had his ultimate available, and they're going to reclaim Night Market, and they should be able to just take it from here.
They secure 10%, but 0 kills Jaws, and on our first stage of Lijiang Tao, Angry Titans are truly looking titanic right now. In the Greek mythos, they were toppled by the gods, but it looks like Bazooka Puppies currently are a far cry from such divinity.
Was there a god dog in Greek mythology?
Not in Greek mythology, as far as I'm aware.
I can think of.
Like, I don't think he was a god, though.
No.
I think he was just a dog.
A pet to a god, maybe? Well, that's what they're looking like anyway.
He's a god dog.
Okay. A domesticated animal for the time being, not quite unleashing their inner feral attitude yet. This is a map, though, synonymous for this 3-3. We've seen it time and time again. I can imagine they're going to do the same thing. The issue is here, every time we're seeing Elivo go and he's getting the protection from Only God, it's not quite the same here. You're seeing from Hawk, kind of left out to dry, as Only God was farming him all game.
We've got to remember that Angry Titans are still using a roster from last season. Bazooka Puppies' tank line has been rotating just throughout this singular season. Not even mentioning last season, they've changed like, what, 3 times this season? Obling and Hawk are brand new compared to, well, they've been here for about a week, but that's it.
Very hard shove in from Angry Titans already, doing a fair bit of damage to the front line. It's all about those Reinhardts building up that charge very quickly. Colty's a little bit behind this time around. Yes, Colty's up to 76%. Only got his 100% charge, and you have to move yourself very far forward. Problem is, you can't build up charge when you're all but dead, as Urki finds himself 2 kills, as Insomniac is going to go down as well. LB Elio finishing up the final kill with the help of Only God. They do end up securing the point first up yet again, and they got ults online.
This was a bit of a better clash from Bazooka Puppiez, though, compared to that previous clash on Night Market. They have built themselves up a little bit more ult charge, but Trispear's deciding he's going to throw the Coalescence away. He wants to move over onto that Zenyatta, and Losish just showing the wall who's boss. Sometimes, Jaws, it's not about what you can get with your ultimate value-wise, it's about sending a message, and Bazooka Puppiez probably heard that one loud and clear.
Luckily, those walls are made of, I don't know what, unobtainium it seems, because they are almost indestructible. Losish finds Coasty yet again as that shadow was laying down on the ground. The problem is, they were there to block it, no worries.
Who needs a shadow? He's 75% again already.
No matter. It doesn't matter. Losish, our veteran tank player here in Contenders EU, and Ellie Boat doing the same thing as well. Like you mentioned before, this team has been together for so long, and you can see the synergy that they've built up through the seasons. They made it to top 8 last time. They are just such a crazy lineup of players. It's no wonder they didn't want to change. Their roster has only just got better since Season 1.
Not only that, but we're all living together as well in a team house over in Germany, so that's really helping their synergy. In comes the self-destruct, and Colsty's already down.
There's Coasty going down. That will be a Graviton Surge usage from Bazooka Puppiez, however. Losish still has that Earth Shatter. Doesn't want to use it just yet. Maybe wants to corral everybody in this small corridor, but he might not even need to be honest with you. Opening is down, and Coasty's only just going to come back. They're going to be able to shove themselves forward right up until Bazooka Puppiez spawn. Trispear is going to jump off the map. Mouse is already dead, and that means Angry Titans remain in control at this point. 75% and counting. This could be a 2-0, and a very quick one at that.
Yeah, it could be a bit of a speed run here from Angry Titans. Game's done quick, brought to you by EU Contenders. Losish ready to try and lay them down as they come into the point with that Earth Shadow, like you said. But 2 support ultimates on both sides. We've got the Transcendence and the Coalescence, the sound barrier for both sides.
Shield bash onto the Lucio, not the target you really want to go for. You want to go for Losish in order for not to block the shadow, but Losish didn't do that. He spinned a little bit too quickly and revealed the side, his weak part in his armor, and ends up getting shattered, which does mean Angry Titans are going to lose a couple of members. Make that 3 as Elivote is going to go down as well. Only God not choosing to contest. He knows his energy is best served just on himself. Taking a look at the night sky also, has got that Graviton Surge still online.
Well, you can stargaze when you're at the top of your group and you've got dreams that are sky high, Jaws. But Coasty there, you can see that he's on fire. He managed to make sure that Angry Titans were taken down. Losish thought he blocked the shadow, but he spun a little bit too fast. He exposed that glowing weak spot that you finally see in the final boss like Losish, and it was hit upon their head by Bazooka Puppiez, who are now in control, and they've got themselves 20%. But absolute perfection is demanded here, otherwise they're losing Lijiang Tower.
Well, the final boss is moving forward. Losish doing a good job right now of actually finding a big shadow.
Move.
That's a lot of damage. 2 people killed by Losish already. Only God still with that Coalescence. Not Coalescence, sorry. That Graviton Surge does mean Holt is going to take him out, though he didn't have a personal protection barrier. 2 self-destructs right on top of each other, securing the kill onto Hawk, in fact, to actually run it back. He can't be on the point there because Angry Titans are but occupying 40% to 99. They're still trying to vie for time here, as Insomniac was that Lucio on top of the point. Coasty has made his way back as well, but the problem is, Losish has got himself another ultimate already, but Coasty's already going to go down. Losish, that charge wasn't necessary, my son. There is a Graviton Surge onto the point, and Hawk was trapped up in it, but they are still fighting for their lives.
There are tanks on the point right now, but Losish ready to try and lay them down with the Earth Shadow. Isn't going to be using it for now when Insomniac's thrown himself off the edge somehow.
Mouse is going to go down as well. He did end up switching to Tracer in order to touch that point a little bit quicker. The Graviton Surge gets completely denied, and that'll be a shadow hitting the floor, and Coasty is going to be the main victim. Losish charges forward, doesn't quite find the pin on the Zarya, but it doesn't matter anyway. Angry Titans do end up finding the win on Lijiang Tower. That'll be 1-0 up.
Pretty speedy result there from our control map. Going like for like with tanks against Angry Titans seems like a pretty foolhardy venture to me, Jules.
Well, Coasty did do a good job, especially in that first push. He was up 75% while Losish was hanging around the 45% mark. So maybe it was just the boost that he needed. But the problem is, you saw it there. Losish even wasted the shadow. Didn't matter. 75% by the next push anyway.
Just CCing with Pagoda. Got to get that crowd control on those environmental elements.
I don't understand why or how he did that. Maybe a mislip of the key. I've done it before. It happens. It happens, guys.
He was going for tab and he missed. He has bad hotkey accuracy as a Rhine main.
Doesn't need it. Just holds right click. Well, Femi holds left click. We're going to jump to a quick break, guys. We'll be back with map number 2 very soon. Dog Champ's not currently in chat, it seems. Angry Titans sticking to the fan prediction right now. 2-0 on Legion Tower.
I'm basically speechless. It was a speed run from Angry Titans. They are looking as dominant as ever, but every dog has their day. And, well, we've got 3 maps left, and any one of them could be claimed by Bazooka Puppiez, because this time, Bazooka Puppiez get to choose where we're going, and they have a choice of either King's Row or Reichenwald.
All right, King's Row is going to be their map choice for Hybrid. Now, what do Angry Titans run here? That's the question, and I can almost, with certainty...
I'm concentrating really hard, trying to predict.
Is it 3-3 by any chance?
It could be 3-3.
My bets are correct.
It could be double sniper. Urki Onigod have been a very impressive duo. Urki's really stepped up in Season 2. He's a fantastic projectile DPS now, and before, it's a little bit questionable. He had a very good Roadhog, but there were some things that were left to be desired, to put it politely. But now, Urki is here to stay. He is a linchpin of Angry Titans, be it on the Genji, be it on the Pharah, be it on the Brigitte or the Hanzo. But for now, we are going to see Angry Titans coming out on the attack instead of a defense, so we may decide to just run onto the point or have a little bit of a tribute to Casper.
Okay.
I too would build a shrine to Casper after that previous match.
I wasn't actually thinking that. I was thinking more of a summoning circle for some reason. I don't know.
They're summoning the ramen.
Yeah, they're summoning something, that is for sure. Even you see how they're strafing too? This is kind of scary. Onigod being praised for... all his dues in the past season.
Stay angry, stay angry, stay angry, they chant.
Good God. Can you imagine comms right now? Stay angry, stay angry.
Well, they're all in the same house. They've probably just got their headsets on.
Yeah.
They're just chanting at each other.
Well, we are looking at Bazooka Puppiez on the defense. They have actually switched a little bit out. They have switched Hawk out for Tech 36, but I want to talk more about this composition they're running. Tri-Spear actually going over to this Reaper, and we're actually seeing Obling on this Soldier. Not a lot of healing here.
There's a huge lack of healing.
And Insomniac on AoE healers, and Mouse needs to hit people for that to actually happen.
Yeah, he needs to get the Inspire from hitting or proccing it by using his melee attack, which means that they're going to have to make a very quick engagement here, and Tri-Spear is roaming straight forward.
They're just going to run at them. All right, A-Fox finds a kill. Kosti's already going to go down. Lack of healing quite apparent now. Onigod's going to get a lot of charge. Even Urki finding the kill onto Mouse too, so they're going to run onto the point. That lack of healing doing them zero good right now. Although Tri-Spear, hey, there's healing on Tri-Spear, has got that leech on his basic abilities, so... you know.
If you can self-heal, don't mind you. I got mine.
I got mine. Yeah, it's the same with Obling,
It's for Roadhog approach.
He puts down, if he's in the summer skin, he puts down that can of cola, just kind of sits on it.
Unfortunately,
okay, guys,
unfortunately Costi and Tech 36 have no such luxuries, and they were taken out rather quickly. And now Angry Titans, oh, not the Bastion. Oh, here it comes.
They're doing it. Only got to pull out the Bastion. That summoning circle was correct. They are going to pull out their Bastion.
Channeling the Casper.
Oh boy, this is going to be rather interesting. Costi are making a rather aggressive engage.
That was a great
going down. They're going to form that eggshell on top of that carp. The problem is, Onigod's kept more than alive here by the double healers coming through from Angry Titans as soon as Luddy gets back up. And apparently he doesn't even need aim, just kind of wiggling around and finding himself a couple of kills. In fact, I can't really tell what's going on either. But finally we see something happening as he does end up dying to Mouse, who did have to pop that rally in the start of it all as well. And even Kosti popped that Primal Rage, still somehow surviving, went into single-digit HP and finally taken out by Urki. They are going to get back into the fight. Luddy finally respawns and reses Onigod at the end.
Onigod getting the full Butler treatment there. He didn't even have to move. He was resurrected on the cart, and of course your corpse moves as the cart does, so you can't just be resurrected there. Welcome to the safety egg. I didn't know Titans could lay eggs, but apparently they can, and their precious baby Onigod almost has the tank form ready to go. Meanwhile, Bazooka Puppiez, their closest ultimate is Tech at like 59%, so this one's going to need another Hail Mary, but they managed to get Luddy last time, so there is hope.
Something we're seeing a lot to counter these Bastion comps is that Arna, and that's exactly what Tri-Spear's going to do, but you can't out-heal or out-damage. That's Onigod Bastion, and that Coalescence as well. It did help kill Tri-Spear. And now Onigod has that tank form. They fed him a little bit too much ult charge, and no one can get on top of him. Again, Obling, Onigod, they're just kind of holding left click right now. You can see him
the
kind
voice
of,
lines.
hello. You're going to lose this map if you're not careful.
Well, someone's being... There it is. Mal's being... an annoyance, shall we say, just around the side of the cart, keeping it contested. But Angry Titans still have 4 minutes left in the time bank here, and a really steamrolling through towards point B, and we'll have to see if they can be contested again by Bazooka Puppiez, who have once again swapped up their composition. They're going for 3-2-1 here. They're relying on the Moira and the Lucio to give them enough healing, whereas Mouse is going to be a solo operator on the Tracer, and that's because he's almost got the Pulse Bomb.
Yeah, he has to be able to use that Pulse Bomb on that Bastion. The problem is there's a lot of armor on him. They're going to go straight in. The self-destruct for the defense this time. It's going to get blocked up by Obling and Colsty. There's the self-destruct on top of the payload to try and take him off. Finally, they kill him. Tech 36 makes good use of the ult. Unflags the ship, and that will mean the rest of Angry Titans are going to fall. However, they did cap 2 points. They might not want to stay on that Bastion, although he does have ult. And in fact, Only God, yeah, he's deciding to do that. Summoning Circle, summoning rather a healthy Bastion, and a good one at that. As soon as he uses that, the rest of Bazooka Puppiez is going to have to fall back. They've only got the Shatter to rely on for the next fight.
And that Tank Ultimate will do a huge amount of damage if combined with a Supercharger, because you know if they're swapping off the Bastion, they're swapping off the Orisa as well. So you just got to go all in on this next attack, just invest everything, and if it doesn't work, reset.
Oh, Colsty almost got baited in there. Yep, Only God's going to follow that one up. That Supercharger doing a lot of work for him right now in the front line. Can't quite get anything more, though. A lot of that was actually eaten up by the defense matrix, and now it's Colsty's shield that is going to be the main adversary of Only God. Well, that D.Va, or at least he tried to, as he just jump up and gets instantly killed. Only God, you've got to sort of spam voice lines, man. It's just not fair at this point.
Well, we'll have to see if we can clean up the remainder of the Puppies right here. Down goes the damage boost. Luddy having to use the Valkyrie there to keep everyone alive, or potentially a little bit more. Mouse does have that Pulse Bomb, however, and that can be used to try and dislodge Only God. But of course, while Only God is in the turret form, he does have Ironclad, which reduces damage taken by 30%, so this cannot one-shot him by any means. He's got to try and follow it up.
Oh, there's the Pulse Bomb, but 2 main heals, and that Eggshell is not going to dislodge him, or in fact, yes, he does jump off the cart eventually. Mouse still trying to build up to another Pulse Bomb. The self-destruct gets launched in. Tech. There you go, that's why you sub him in. He gets the triple kill with the self-destruct, and now Only got a little bit defenseless, but not quite, as he waves hello and goodbye to Mouse.
See ya, he says, but Mouse may well have been wanting to die there. Could be swapping over to a Brigitte here, but no, he'll actually decide to stay on the Tracer, wants to try and run from behind. Only God uses ultimate in spawn before swapping over to the Zarya, and now Mouse is going to have to counter that out. He's going to be on the Brigitte as well. Reinhardt versus Reinhardt.
Okay, so maybe Bazooka Puppiez heard that voice line go off and actually backed off from around this corner. That self-destruct's going to get launched in via early vote and kill Insomniac. And now Lolsish is going to feel the burn as that coalescence is just rippling through his whole team.
That was eaten, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was. Obling actually tried to use the grab there, but it did get eaten by the D.Va. Elivo doing a good job of chewing that one right up. They are going to be able to push forward as Mouse does get taken out. Tri-Spear gets taken out as well by his like for like. In fact, most of the supports right now for Angry Titans doing the killing, and that will be Only God coming back on the Zarya, has almost got his grab available to him as well.
Elivo has now eaten 2 Graviton Surges from Obling, and what more could you ask for from your D.Va? Bazooka Puppies are now going to be scrambling for a defense. Tri-Spear has moved over onto the Zenyatta, which they're going to be using to try and desperately get a pick here while they have a respawn advantage.
Beat comes down for Bazooka Puppies, and right now Angry Titans don't want to fight. That additional HP, they do not want to contest it. The strike does hit the floor. Nice hammer down straight onto Avox and the rest of the squad, but the problem was they're all chomped up in that grab. There was no way they were going to be able to survive that, not with the oncoming assault from Lolsish. This is the main tank you all wanted to talk about and see him rising up through the ranks of these Reinhardts, beating out people like LH Cloudy. I can imagine this is going to be another match that's going to be rather entertaining as these these Reins, which have been just so prominent throughout Contenders. Angry Titans, still remaining undefeated, are going to be able to complete King's Row with 2 minutes in the time bank.
Colsty, like Bazooka Puppies, is an old legend, and Lolsish, he is the new guard. He is the next generation of fantastic tanks in Europe alongside people like Cloudy. And it's almost endearing to see this rhythmic dance between the Reinhardts trying to outplay each other. You see the old tricks come out from Colsty, like trying to get Lolsish to spin around so that Earthshatter can take effect on him. Or you see Lolsish just being with these teammates, the vim and vigor that they've had by being together for so long, and that loyalty they have to each other has really rewarded them in terms of the synergy available.
Bazooka Puppies' turn to attack this time around. Angry Titans on the defense. Now, we did talk about this actually on the offense when Angry Titans were warming up in the spawn. Only God on that Widowmaker. And now we have Urki on this Hanzo. This double sniper defense, which is also popular on King's Row right now. Not only because it is incredibly hard to actually push into and dislodge the snipers, is that you can actually set up a crossfire. As you can see, Urki here just kind of climbing walls, just showing us a little bit of Hanzo tech. Or
he's getting footprints on the paintings. Bad. Down, Urki. Down.
Not allowed. You shouldn't be doing that. They're priceless.
The Underwood hotel is not happy.
You can set up this crossfire, which is quite scary when you're coming onto this point. Your Hanzo on one side, Widow on the other, and Hanzo, rather a solo operator as well after the new update. Yeah,
but Bazooka Puppiez are going to be trying to potentially win out on one-to-one skill. Overling coming up with the Hanzo, and he can, of course, take out pretty much anyone who's a squishy target with a single headshot. And when you try and bring these volatile elements into a composition where you think that Angry Titans aren't necessarily a favorite, when you give your players the opportunity to pop off like this sort of composition allows, that's when you're at your best chance of winning.
And God rappelling back up to the point, the ledge. Didn't want to be caught out, and he's going to be able to scope around to this hotel now in this statue. Problem is, I don't think he actually knows where Mouse is at the moment. He knows where Insomniac is, but the problem is he's not going to be able to duel her one-on-one because she does fly away. And Mouse actually, after getting spotted out, OWC was taken down rather quickly. Opening going very low, but with a kill onto Elivote's mech fairly early by Trispear, he ends up finishing the kill as well.
And that looks like Angry Titans getting the heck out of dodge. Luddy's going to Guardian Angel after Lolsish after he charges away. And looks like this may well have to be a streets defense here for Angry Titans. Bazooka Puppiez showing themselves to have some life as they take the first point of King's Row away from Angry Titans. A pretty record time, 5 minutes and 30 seconds to try and push through the streets phase. But Angry Titans, they are gathering their forces. They're getting the bad spawns in beside them. And they're going to have to crash against the wave that is Bazooka Puppiez, and they are riding this cart firmly.
That was all off the pick-off of Mouse as well. Only God was left completely high and dry. There was no one there to actually back him up. No Diva to try and save him with the defense matrix, and even Hanzo, you can see, crept over the ledge and was able to kill her. Thought had it Widow didn't land the headshot. Urki now, however, they have switched over to that Brigitte, so they are going to run this 3-3. A lot of healing, but they want to run at you head on. That's exactly what they're going to do, but with Luddy already going down, this could be a bit of a problem. Lolsish moving forward, still undeterred. It doesn't really matter. We've got too much healing anyway, but Elivote's mech might just change his mind.
Yeah, not enough healing to keep up Elivote. Elivote's mech has been picked off twice already during these fights. Only God's got some charge to play with, and it looks like potentially this fight could already be over. Yeah,
Only God is trying to duel out the tanks up in the top line there and actually try and kill Obling. The problem is he's got the backup of the rest of his team. Now Urki going down, and Only God is going to fall in, which will net, in fact, Trispear and Ultimate. So that's going to push everybody back, tear apart all these shields. Tech 36, he's got that self-destruct available. He's going to throw that in. He's going to imagine get a couple of kills.
Mouse sitting on fire right here. Luddy has been taken out of this quite early as well. He hasn't been able to build up towards that sound barrier over the course of that fight, because of course he was the first pick to suffer, and then Elivote suffers soon after. Both in that fight and on the first point, Elivote lost his mech early, and that left Angry Titans open to being assailed from all sides.
Well, they're going to want to run straight in again because they have that coalescence, that Graviton Surge right on top. However, Tech 36 is there to deny a little bit of that damage with that defense matrix. And now Mouse, still left completely alone, is able to take out Luddy yet again. 2 out of 2 fights now. He's eliminated that Lucio, so he can't do anything. Finally, Elivote pays attention to him, is able to take him out, which does leave Insomniac to get a free res onto Obling. But it might be too little too late here, as Insomniac and Holsty end up going down anyway. It's 3-3 from Angry Titans. They love their quad tank in Season 1. 3-3 is their new stomping ground. Only God find themselves another couple of kills, and hey, Urki had that ult in the middle of that fight. That rally is just stacked up oh so nicely across the health bars.
Elivote doing a great job there to really toe the line of when he was going to lose his mech, and he managed to jet away just in time to save himself and give his supports a good amount of ultimate charge, making sure that Urki could get that rally, Afox could get close to the coalescence, and of course Luddy could get a little bit of charge as well from that healing aura. But Bazooka Puppiez, they can combine the Holt and for Dragon Strike here. You don't need a Graviton Surge if you've got a well-placed Holt, but there's always a chance for Elivote can eat either of those.
Another Spitfire combo. They're going to use it. However, that doesn't really do all too much. The Holt just a little bit too late, it seems. Lowe's is moving forward with that Shatter. However, once again, Trispear comes out with that whole hog, denying a lot of that damage and a lot of that ability to push forwards. But it doesn't seem to matter anyway. Moves past the shield, does find the 3-man Shatter, and that'll be Only God holding on to that Graviton Surge as they do manage to wipe them yet again.
And we're going to try and stagger out Tech here, who's desperately building up towards that mech by firing into him, but he knows he doesn't want to feed the support ultimates. Instead, he's going to try and weave his way around. He'll eventually be killed, but Looks like Losich is going to get that one with a charge, and Bazooka Puppiez aren't in a position to try and punish that. Tech36 is going to respawn 10 seconds later. Will have his mech back, but precious time is drained away from the Puppies. They are now down to 2 minutes and 15 seconds to try and complete the Streets phase of King's Row.
They almost had 6 minutes in the time bank if you cast your mind back. 3 minutes now of that is disappeared. Mouse is on the junk rant, however, very good. These projectile heroes into the 3-3, just punishing that front line for being so chunky. There's another Holt up on the top side, but the problem is that's going to get completely denied as a lot of the tank members just fall to the ground anyway. Only got just coming through with that grab, and in fact, I think that just got eaten, in fact. Once again, these Divas on point with their defense matrix. Kosti is going to go down to Losic once again with that flame strike, and Mouse is going to send that tire sky high, maybe try and find a mech or something else. They have and won the fight for the time being as they are still pushing the payload. A little bit of extra damage on that mech, but Ted36 sends that self-destruct sky high, and those dragons should be able to clear out the rest of the point.
More zoning tire this time. Tech36 in command of the payload, but Luddy and Urki have re-entered and he's surrounded on all sides. He's got the healing from Insomniac, but he may not last long enough.
Urki has that rally, he just popped it, so everybody has stacking armor now, so they're a little bit more durable. Elibo's going to take out Tri-Spear here, and Obling on top of that Hanzo, on top of the garters there, but however, you know, there's not too many team names around, and there's only Tech36 really contesting that cart with Losic. Everybody's so split up. Urki's trying to push them all the way back to their spawn. A little disconjointed.
They need to get on cart though, 2 meters away from completion. It does look like the Vanguard is going to be Vera's only gold with that additional armor given by the rally from Urki. And now Luddy's ready to make the entirety of Angry Titans in far more resilient with that sound barrier. A-Fox also has the Coalescence, can rip through the shield of Kolsti and damage him while it's behind it. He may well use that to try and counter out that supercharger, to try and take that down instead when it's safe and nestled behind the 900 HP shield.
Tech36 and Obling were isolated in that fight. That's a mad stagger on them, and with only 30 seconds remaining, they've got a couple ults. In fact, they might have a couple more as well as Tech36 and Mouse are working towards theirs. Holt straight into the Dragon Strike, looks to be the play. They're going to pop down that bongo, extra damage for the entire team. They're going to try and hold them in, but the problem is OniGod now looking for his second ultimate. Obling's going to go down already. Didn't use that ult. Wasn't able to actually bring it up. There's the Transcendence on Tri-Spear to stop that Graviton Surge being rather destructive. Speaking of destruction, that self-destruct lands straight on top of the mech and actually is going to score a kill on Edivos' mech. Mouse finds a kill onto Luddy once more as the Riptire was able to find it. Losic again just moves past that shield, punishes that Orisa for being so immobile. Angry Titans force everybody off the point, and that will be the King's Row going over to them.
That was just a masterclass in 3-3 there. Unfortunately, Luddy kept being the victim of some rather nasty attention. We saw that Tire just chase him for like a solid 6 seconds. He was trying his best to skate away and did pick up the supercharger, but he also picked up a huge amount of rubbery shrapnel.
Oh boy, it's a 10-second tire, by the way. It's kind of frustrating.
It's a zoning tire.
A zoning tire, yeah, that it is. And hey, if it gets a kill, it gets a kill. And no more often than not, they are aiming for that Diva mech to make sure those grabs aren't eaten, which has been quite a trend over the past couple of weeks, I think. The amount of Graviton Surges that are eaten is actually kind of insane. We saw Tech36 eat a couple in that one. Elivo 8-2 as well. It's looking good for the Divas.
Yeah, the Gravitons aren't getting as much value as they'd like per ultimate, as it were. When they work very well. August and Hungary demonstrated that with their supreme combos with the Dragon Strike. But here, they seem to be a bit more hit or miss because of the Divas being on point.
Well, 2-0 to Angry Titans right now. They are on match point. We're going to throw it over the desk, and they're going to break down those two games a little bit more.